Dang, you're OP. That's why. That's why. That's why you got asked to do visual, because you're OP. All right, I'm having this issue with this stupid panel. Sorry, hold on a second. I'm trying to figure out why this panel is like unresponsive. I have this light panel that's like disconnected from Wi-Fi, and it just, even though it's connected, it still won't. I don't know. Sometimes these smart devices aren't very smart. I'm gonna power cycle a stupid thing. No, what? What's that word? Terrans? Terrans? What? What is that word? I don't even know what that word is. What is that word? Oh, Terabad. Oh, you meant to say Terabad. Okay. I was wondering what that word was. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'd say, because, oh. Dude, this is like the worst thing ever when these devices, these smart devices, just don't work. All right, I gotta write this message because I'm changing, like, our servers, like, merging clans, and I'm changing clans and all stuff. So or maybe should I write this message, or should I just leave? I'm not sure what I should do right now. Not sure what I should do. I don't want to write this message, but at the same time, I kind of don't want to write this message. I'm gonna... And this is so annoying. I'm staying, but we're just like we merged a bunch of different clans together, or like we're merging clans together. All right. I don't know what to do about this stupid light panel that won't connect. I'll have to mess with it tomorrow, I guess. I was having issues staying connected to this network, so then I created this other network just for like a legacy network that's running 2.4 gigahertz, and still having trouble connecting. I don't know why. Like, I have no idea what's going on with this. It's the only device in the entire network out of like 30 different devices that's just struggling to stay connected, and I don't know why. Very annoying. But it's like, I don't know. What ones? They're nanoleaf canvas panels. So like I have a couple nanoleaf stuff, smart devices, and this is and I have like Elgato lights and things like that, and this is just one, and I have multiple nanoleaf panels, like controllers, and this one panel is the only one that's just refuses to connect. And I've reset it. I just factory reset it earlier before stream, and I don't know. It's just I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. And I was like, okay, well, maybe it doesn't like the fact that it's connected to so I don't know how much networking stuff you know, so I don't want to like bore you with the details unless you really want to know what the details are. But I don't know, it's not working how it's supposed to, so now I gotta like figure it out. Okay, I need to figure out, do I write this message or not? And then, or just leave, and because I gotta change clans tonight. Let me see. Whatever one's easy. It's gonna be a rough ride. Let me figure out how much space I have. Let me see. How much space do I have? All right, my brother does it for one of the rocket launching companies where I live. I don't know. Okay, listen. A lot of IoT devices, they only stay on 2.4 gigahertz, which is like super old technology. It's from like the early 2000s or late 2000s. Like, it's super old, but they're still using the radios because they're cheap, right? And basically the new APs, some of them have like 3 radios, and you can have 3 different, you can broadcast 2.4, 5, and 6 all at the same time. So the new AP that I have is only set to 5 and 6. It only has 2 radios. So I'm repurposing the old one just to run 2.4 on. So they're 2 separate APs, but they're all in the same network, right? But it's the band that's broadcasting is the AP that's connecting to. I've gone through all my security settings and made sure that it's all in the same network. Everything should be able to talk to each other. There's no issue with like client isolation. Everything should be able to talk together. I can reach it from, ping it and everything. I can open the control like panel for the device. I can see it, talk to it, but it just refuses to add into the Nanoleaf app. So, and I'm just struggling to figure out why it just does not want to add itself into the app. So that's the issue that I'm having right now. Let me delete this network. I'm gonna delete this network. I don't need this network anyways. This network shouldn't be required no matter what anyway. So let me delete this network. And like, yeah, it's just weird that happened. So let me get rid of all these like these clients that okay, everything's moving back to wait, why did the S20 move over to that's really weird. Crazy. All right, hold on. Done moving. Saying goodbye. Still see in game. Alright. I'm gonna post this in clan chat. Clan chat. Yeah, I mean it's not, I don't know if it's I don't know. It's the I'm gonna turn on. I hate this is why I actually hate the technology sometimes. Because hold on, let me turn on this music. I feel like this music is a little loud. So now I gotta leave this clan. Now I forget even how do I leave clan? I don't even remember how to leave clan. Oh yeah, now I do. Okay, I need to do my dailies. I'm on the weeklies, but so this is why I hate technology, and I think it could be older age or getting older. I don't know what it is, but I feel like it's less and less. I like technology less and less. Like I appreciate books, I appreciate non-digital things a lot more, and it's weird. Same thing with like, you know, the whole watches and everything like that. Everyone uses like a smartwatch, and I never did the smartwatch thing, but I'd rather have like a mechanical watch. So I don't know, maybe that's weird, maybe it's not weird. All right, do I need to message Amazia? Like what's going on here? But I guess tomorrow I'll freaking go and figure out like what's going on. Like reset this panel a couple more times and maybe that'll fix it. Let me see if I can apply. There you go. Okay, I need to do my dungeons fast, and then we'll get on with we'll get on with it. So Raspy, what do you think of the update? Did you read the update or like what's coming and whatnot? What do you think of it? Oh, a little lag there. Should have happened years ago. What, the update? which part of the update? Because there's a lot of stuff on the update that happened, right? Crap. There's the crafting update, there's the pet update, there's the new battleground map, right? There's a lot of stuff, right? There's a lot of stuff happening. All of it. Yeah. I think it's just one of the things that I think is interesting is why they chose to. I mean, everyone wanted a new battleground map, anyways, right? But I think it's interesting that they chose not to fix, or maybe it's more complicated than what I think it is. But it's like maybe structures are the way it's coded is different, because I feel like you could easily add HP to the guardians, like the statues, right? And I don't know, I feel like they could add some of that stuff, but maybe not, and add HP or armor to the. They didn't. Did they kill 30 out of 30? Yeah, okay. Hey, we got Arathi Basin map, right? That was kind of new. We got Tower War map. That was new. I mean, they give us some new stuff every now and then. Okay, what about the gems? Let's talk about the gems. You want to talk about the gems? I think, man, so like we were talking about it. I mean, we didn't really talk about it. There was just some comments about it in my Discord, and we were saying how, like, you know, they were listening that I haven't spent for a while, so they want to introduce this crazy OP gem to get me to spend, and I'm just like, oh man, I don't really want to spend, but this gem is so good, I feel like I have to spend, and man, we need more class balance. I agree. I think class balance is it takes too. Unless something's like super broken, like that gets hot fixed immediately. But yeah, I mean, I feel like Tempest is okay. So number one, Monk just was too strong for too long. They let that go for weeks, right? And I don't know why it took them weeks or months to fix Monk. But I complained about it. Actually, it was probably 4 months, I think. I started complaining about it the first week I saw how strong monks were. I said, this isn't right. Like, something's wrong here. And then it was like the same thing with Tempest. There was something wrong with the Tempest. And then they nerfed that. And they nerfed Tempest like 5, 6, 7 times. And still, Tempest is so strong. And I said to them, it's like, you know, I always say, I feel like I complain all the time to them. Like, hey, you know, I think something's wrong here, because like one single move should not chunk that much HP, and it does. So I don't know. I feel like the same thing is gonna happen when this new gem comes out, the new 5-star gem. Dude, 50%. Well, I mean, it gets strafe. So what is that? Like 16.33%, right? So or is like something like that. So 16.33% is not that much skill damage, but I mean, that's still a good chunk of skill damage that you get, right? And it I don't know. Uneven mean balance as a nerf. I mean, we 100% need more functional builds for each class. Yeah, I mean, that's true, but then it's like, how do you balance, or how do you get build variation? One of the suggestions that, you know, I've said before is maybe they should allow the. Okay, so if you guys remember the Tempest release video, and I went over the Paragon trees in that video, and I said how you could basically select a, you know, talent from each individual tree, and then when the patch came out and went live, that didn't happen. We basically got locked into this like legendary skill. I think it'd be nice if we could pick a different skill, like one talent as our last slot from any tree, because then that would at least give some build variation, some, right? But I don't know. I think meta builds will always be meta builds, right? The meta shifts and things will change, and then you'll have to, you know, use another build. And I don't know, I feel like, I don't know, Demon Hunter, let's just talk Demon Hunter builds, because that's the only one that I really know about. That's just like the Demon Hunter builds. We only have very few builds. I mean, I guess we have a couple of variations, right? We have the strafe build, we have the summons build, we have the freeze build for like support. Those are really the only builds that are in the game. That's what everyone's using. So, and there is sort of a primary attack build, and they have essences that support it, like the helm, for example, that increases your primary attack speed. There's a new poison build, which is okay. It's not great. So I think you're right. I think you're right. Demon Hunter needs a flowing strike. What I want to see is I want to see something better. So for example, Tempest gets what, 3 or 4 essences that all buff flowing strike, right? One, it gives them a shield, it gives them out of a CC break, it gives them a CC break, it does a lot of damage, it does a lot, right? What I want to see is extend that same thing to escape, right? Make escape give us a shield, make it escape give us a break, a CC break. That's what we need, right? We need something like that. I don't know why Tempest has so much utility off of one ability. It's the same thing that I complained about Necro, how it just, one ability just does too much. And that's going to always be the problem, is the ability. It's just too much, right? One ability should not do so much, and I shouldn't say they keep doing it, but I feel like they do that a lot. Where they prioritize one ability doing too much, and anytime that happens, that should never make it to live. So I know I'm hopeful the kind of, I don't know, keep providing feedback, you know. You won't get any of them. As much as I don't want to get the new gem, I feel like you need to. The knockback is not really that big of a deal. If it was a total loss control break, that would be crazy immunity. That would be so good. But I think the damage is so high on this gem that it, you know, I guess you don't really need it. I mean, yeah, if you were immune to CC for 4.6 or 4.8 seconds, yeah, that'd be crazy good. It's like all in one. Everybody, like, that is a must gem. If it had that, everybody, it's like hard requirement, S+ tier. You have to run that gem if you want a PvP. That's how it would be, right? So I don't know. With just the skill damage, Sjikar strafe, like I said in my Discord, Sjikar strafe, it'll be really good for. But we'll see. Yeah, the size, yeah, exactly. Size and damage is crazy. Yeah, see, that's another thing. Crusaders are just, man, that Crusader thing is just annoying too. And that, again, that's like another class where you shouldn't be able to press like a few buttons like that and have so much on like 2 abilities, right? Like, that's just, the AoE CC is just out of control, and that should just not be a thing. And the increasing like the range of it by 30% and all that stuff is just, I don't know, it's just stuff that I don't think should happen. You know? What? Rank RS3 came in a mirror M2. You want me to rank those cars? I don't know. I'm biased to the RS3, but I don't know. Why? Is that what you're gonna spend your tender on? Jeez. Oh my god. I thought you like Daddy Elon anyway, so you want to keep your model. Oh man. Oh, by the way, let me know if you wanna do a dinner or a lunch or something. Memorial Day weekend. I'll be up there for the weekend. Let me know. Oh, almost died there. I think I'll be around. What? You're coming down here the week before? Okay. Okay. Did you tell me that? Or maybe not. I don't know. I mean, you don't have to, right? But I'm just letting you know I'll be up there. If you want to do. But let me know this week though for sure, because of reservations, right? And we have to change the reservations because right now I think it's just set to 2 for most of the places. Word. What is this, 1990? I wouldn't mind another round of being immortal again. Well, you can come, you know. No, I'm just kidding. Like everybody has been messaging me to come to their servers because like they're like, I don't know what you're gonna do, and everyone's like, come to my server and blah blah blah, and it's just like I don't know. I have to then sell all my pets, and then if I can't sell a pet, I have to squash the pet. It's just a pain in the butt to transfer servers. You know what I mean? It's like, it's terrible. I hate transferring servers. And then like all your gems become bound. It's just. Least you can, Oceanic. We are stuck here. I don't think in the history of Blizzard games they've ever allowed cross-regional transfers. But like, I think you could do that though. I think you could do that. It's just, I mean, if they're already locking crossover stuff now, where like it makes you bind everything, it's not like you disrupt the server economy, right? So, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, they should allow. They should have, allow that. I don't know. Yeah, how is playing those BGs? I don't know. Like I watch Frog play every now and then. He's a Korean Tempest, I think, right now, or he was a Korean Tempest the last time I watched him, and it's like it looks like it's the same. I don't know. To me, it looks the same. No, he's saying JP is Japan. JP is Japan and KR is Korea. So that's what he's saying. Not unless you're saying Japanese players are whales, generally speaking. I mean, a lot of the Asian countries are you know, spenders. A lot of people that play this game are Asian, and a lot of the whales are spenders that play this game in NA. At least on the West Coast. East Coast, I think most of the whales on the East Coast are... Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, JD, yeah. He's talking about Japan, JP. Country code, JP, right? JP. Japan. How's the economy on those servers? Like, what's the prices of stuff? Is it relatively inexpensive, or is everything like super expensive? It should be a lot lower, right? Because the whales supply have a lot of supply, right? Super cheap. That's what I thought. See, my server sucks if you're a buyer because everything's so expensive. So a lot of people transfer off to get cheaper stuff. But if you're a seller, this server is good because everything's expensive. $150, that's crazy. I have like all rank 10s if it was 150, you know? You know, life is not fair, you know? That's one of the things that we're consistently reminded of. Life is not fair. It's terrible. I can never afford anything. So why'd you transfer back? Hold on, wait a second. You knew what you were getting into as a former player on this cluster. You left and you knew, and then you transferred back, so you knew what you were coming back to, right? Or I'll post a Tempest video where you hit 1.6 billion after 1 million with a peak of 70 million DPS. Dude, I know, like, Tempest is crazy. No one understands. They think I'm just like whining for no reason, and I'm telling you, when I get hit for 70 to 80% of my life by a Tempest, and then I do dungeons and I see them triple my damage, and I say, damage, they need to be they need to be nerfed, and then they're like, you know, they're like, and then people don't agree with me for half the time. They're saying like, oh, Tempest isn't the problem, and you're like, geez, you're just whining. And it's just like, no, I'm not just whining. Yeah, I do whine a lot, but you know, I'm not whining about that, because definitely Tempests are broken. If Demon Hunter could do damage, just imagine how fast DH would get fixed if we could do that kind of damage in like one ability. You know what I mean? One ability, and they hit you for that for 70 to 80% of your life. That's just crazy. I have to burn an entire strafe channel bar to do that much damage, and that takes what, 5 seconds, and they can run away. So yeah, I mean, but then look at me, I'm a Tempest. I just flowing strike twice and you're dead. Yeah, there's something wrong there. I mean, it's not just the flowing strike damage, it's the wind, not the wind walk, the wind blades, or what, crosswinds. Here we go, crosswinds. I think what they need to do is they Tempest need to be a range class. They should have never made them a melee class. Oh, Squall? I thought it was the wind. Is it Squall? It's the. I thought it was the little wind blade things that come. The 3 ones that they fixed it from following you, but maybe you're right. Maybe it's Squall. It's whatever it's like this. It's a wind ability. Whatever the wind ability is. Maybe it is Squall. But yeah, that thing hurts, man. I think it does so much damage. You'll break it down. Okay. All I know is it happens super fast, right? Like it happens very fast. East Coast was getting more expensive. Oh, is that where you went? You went East Coast? Dang. Crazy. I don't even know what my DPS is. I can't remember. Whenever the last stream is that I was testing like PvE stuff, the poison stuff, whenever that was, that's the last time I hit the training dummies. The training grounds. We'll see. I don't remember how many more battle dungeons I need to do after this. All right, so there's no vigil tonight since we basically just transferred clans, and so no vigil for us. Or no vigil for me, at least, because I'm locked out, you know, of activities this week, which is why I transferred tonight or changed clans tonight, so I wasn't locked out of Shadow War and things like that. Those participation numbers are important. Let me see. Let's see. What do I need to do? 2 more. I need 2 more. 2 more. 2 more. My hope and dream is Demon Hunter gets some loving eventually. I shouldn't say eventually. My hope is with the new gem, Sjikar strafe will be better. I mean, it should. On paper, Sjikar strafe should be better, right? Because it's a skill. And so I should be able to do a lot more damage with Sjikar. But I'm also very terrified of Tempest, because that also means the Tempests are going to do a lot of damage. And what sucks is now I gotta move money around so I can freaking buy this gem. It's like, man. Oh, lag. I guess I'll load orbs this week and build this gem. It's just too good. The gem is just too good. Too good to pass up. Okay, this one and then one more. Wish I had some money to get crests. You gotta work, you know. you could like be a content creator in the game and then, you know, get some money that way. You know, everyone's a content creator these days. It's really easy, especially in this game. I saw on Reddit that there might be a gem surge event. I think I saw that that they're saying that there's a gem surge event coming. Are you familiar with Tempest Stance? They get 30% HP shield and a passive 10% reduction. Am I familiar with it? I mean, I know it exists. And that they always use it like at the very end when they're in trouble and they're running away. They always switch stances. So like, and then they live, right? That's when I see them use it most of the time. But they don't start out, and especially when they're like being offensive, they don't start in that stance. They'll switch it if they have to. Versus me, at least, they'll like, oh, I gotta, you know, switch stances. And then I always see that the white, you know, bar on their name, because then I know that they switch stances. Plus, you see the shield icon too, right? What else is everyone up to? Anyone, let's not talk politics. I really am exhausted about talking about politics. So let's maybe keep it to, I guess, the game and, or like other life events. What else? What is everyone up to? Anything exciting or anything cool? Anyone buy anything nice? Or excited of a purchase, or complaining about a repair that you had to do? I don't know. Just what's new with everyone? I haven't streamed for a while, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe everyone's just stacking their money so they can buy the new gem, right? Maybe that's what everyone's doing too. You just got back 523. Well, good thing there's the catch-up bonus. Okay, this is the last one, and then we'll do some BGs. You start playing WoW again? Really? I don't know. I feel like this game is kind of like, other than the fact that it's pay to win, this game is a pretty good bridge between scratching the itch of like an MMO and while not having being a huge time sink. So, because I can get my dailies done, or at least like the weeklies. That was really appreciated when they did the weekly stuff. But you don't have to, you know, play every single day. And then if you don't play every single day, it's like you're so far behind because they gate you with experience. So, you know, that I really like the fact that they limit you. I mean, I know people complain about the fact that there's like all these time gates in this game, but it's a mobile game, and that's like why I also enjoy it, because I don't have to feel like I'm behind if I don't play for the whole week, right? So yeah, I know the new gem's S plus, so it's just like, man, I don't even want to spend, you know. And I think there's something about the charms, right? So it's like I don't even want to use my charms right now. 2371 or willpower. Yeah, so it basically doubles your damage. which is stupid. It more than doubles, so it hits you 3 times. All right, so that's what chunks your life down. So it's like 150k hit, right? Because that's what I feel like I get hit by. That's like a crazy large burst that just chunks my life down, you know. All right, I gotta save my charms, right? Because you know there's something with the charms. Like, what's this? Mount Bank. Oh, actually, I think I need to save that. The knockback immunity isn't that big of a deal though. It's more so the damage that you get, the movement, the larger size, right? So you should move faster theoretically. And then that also means that you might not have to run the warband buff anymore, right? For the movement speed. I mean, you get the reduction or whatever that's in that room, but yeah, increase. I mean, no one cares about block. I mean, this is important, right? Your remnants, what you have, increases your life, reduces the damage that you take, right? Reduce damage reduction. So it's like, okay, I can then run attacker, especially as a demon hunter. I can run attacker, and then it's like I increase my damage by 3.5%, right? So increase your critical hit chance while above 70%. You know, just all this attacker stuff is just better. Increase your damage dealt every time you deal damage, so up to 10 times. So that's 10% increase of damage, 1% attack speed, and then so that's 13.5% plus all this crit. So yeah, and then if there's no enemy in 3 yards, like all this attacker stuff is good. So as long as the size stuff doesn't stack, so we theoretically should be able to drop that warband buff as a DH. At least we should be able to drop that protector buff, run the attacker one, and then the new gem. So again, this is all in theory. I haven't tested any of this stuff, but yeah, so we'll be testing that and see how it goes. As far as gems that go, I think what I would do is I still want to build this concentrated will, because just the uptime on concentrated will is really high. I'm gonna probably get rid of Maul. Probably I'll drop Maul for the new gem, more than likely. Oh, it's 75k per blade. That's crazy high. That's nuts, man. Yeah, that's nuts. That's just way too much damage. They should not have that much damage. I'm just gonna say it. I switched to playing Immortal during the day at work to do dailies, and then WoW at night. Playing WoW is saving me money, but yeah, but then you'll be in the dilemma that I was in for a while, where I missed out on Whirling Consequence. I mean, I have a rank 10 Whirling Consequence now, but I because that 6-month break, I missed a lot of stuff there in that break. So I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I won't build it. Like, as much as I want to build the gem, I also don't want to spend money. Keep spending money on the game, but it's just like, if you want to do PvP, you kind of have to. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We'll see what I do. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. I think this is gonna be a bot match. Yep, bot match, because they always do this weird, they move forward right when they spawn in. You wanted to build a new PC? Nice. AMD's crushing it. Is is it the new 5-star that increases the range as well? Because the range isn't that big of a deal. It'll be a big deal for melee because melee range is already ridiculous now. So I think there should be a cap on range increase. That's actually a good point. Thanks for reminding me, because I need to comment about the range increase, because if melee has more of a range, like they just have so much range now. Oh. Yeah, but there's a cap on size increase though. There's a cap on the size. It's not like it's not like you can keep stacking size increase. What's this guy doing? I mean, what's that bot doing? He's like very... I don't know. Alley of Blood should be called Satyr Blood. I remember an Alley of Blood getting pwned by freaking Freeze Wizards, man. They own that mode. Freeze Wizards is good. I don't think the range is gonna be that big of a deal. It's the damage. That's what's gonna be the biggest deal. It's always the damage. Let's see. Even if strafe, the damage will be huge. I mean, because you're still gonna have 16, a little over 16%. So there's two things. The size. Okay, so I talked about this earlier. There's two things. One is the fact that I don't have to run this protector, the increase in size, right? Because the increase in size, you get movement speed and everything like that. So I can drop protector and then pick up more damage from arsenal. So that's the first thing that's gonna help me do more damage. And then the second thing is having 16% increased damage also is going to help me on sjikar strafe at least. So for those two, and then knockback is it's not that too big, not too big, because like Maul doesn't get, it gives res, but you don't get hit by this very often. So this gem is kind of not that good. It's like an A tier gem. Yeah, it's probably an A tier gem, because if you do get hit by it, you get, it's a lot of damage. Not as much as Starfire Shard, but it's Maul's still a lot of damage. So I think the new gem is going to be good for DH. What do you think about AI and its impact on games? Can you be more specific on that? With the way it's going, you can generate your own Diablo game on your PC. Are you talking about just for like creation, AI creation stuff? So you could do it for like personal stuff, but then you basically need licensed stuff. So for example, Adobe does a lot of AI generated images, and you need a license to use all that stuff for commercial purposes. All the AI generation stuff now, all that free stuff is like, you're not allowed to license that for commercial purposes. So everything that you don't pay for basically is, you can't use it for a profit. So you could, yeah, make your own Diablo game, but then unless like you build your own LLM that creates this stuff, you can't commercialize. That's what the issue is you can't commercialize it. So yeah, I mean, I think it's okay. Yeah, I mean, I think it's okay. What up, Davey? How's it going? What kind of shenanigans? You're fighting Frog? Is he back on Tempest? Because he was playing Monk for a while there. Have you seen the buff bots? I mean, there's some juicer bots that I face. I was actually thinking about building a new PC too, because mine's kind of old, but for what I use my computer for, it's still fine, you know. And then obviously there's the new gem coming out. It's just like, do I buy a new computer or buy a new gem? Buy a new computer, buy a new gem. Plus, like, I'm trying to get this this watch. So, you know, I don't know. He's Tempest. Okay, well, he was playing for a little bit there. He was playing a different. Great, now my side. I mean, I only play this game, but at the same time, I haven't spent for a long time, and now it's just like, man, I feel like I have to spend, and I don't want to. That's the thing. I don't want to. My current PC is, dang, a 1080. Okay, I'm running a 2080 Ti. So I'm not that far behind you. Have I tried the new BG map yet? Pretty sure I can say yes to that. I mean, everyone knows that there's a new map coming out because in the past knows. So yes, I'm pretty sure I'm good with that. So yes, I've played the new map. It's different. That's all I'm gonna say is it's different. it's not like I don't know how much I'm allowed to say. So it's not like it's a reskin. So that's which is good. I mean, basically, I'll comment based on what the leaked images were, right? So the leaked images, the way it looks in the leaked image, I'll comment just on that. So it's like, it's not like the current maps that we have now. So I think people are gonna be like happy there's a new map, but here's my thoughts on that. The core mechanics of the game, class balance, is still an issue. So, and when I played it, I played it the new map as a Crusader, running the crazy overpowered build where it's like the AoE CC, you blind to the taunt to blind crap, right? Like, and it was so, that's when I realized how good Crusader was, when I played Crusader on that map. And I'm just like, this is crazy. All you do is just pop a button, condemn, and then you do your dash in, you blind taunt them, and then condemn just kills them. And it was just crazy to me, you know? But the thing is like, even with the new map, class balance is still a problem. I don't think I'm gonna play PoE 2. That's exactly what I said. Balance is going to be an issue. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter what map they use, balance is going to be an issue. Hope they adjust the matchmaking too. I comment on that. WoW is such an ancient game though, I can still play it fine. That's true. I mean, I would play all my games on low res anyway, so you know, it doesn't really matter too much. I switched to DH, it has no survivability. I don't know how you play it. Very carefully. Also, new 5-star gem. I think it's gonna be S+. I think it's going to be a requirement, which sucks because now I'm gonna have to spend money that I didn't want to spend. That's like my watch money right there, man. I want to buy this. There's 2 watches in the next, let's say like 10 years. Let's just call it the next 10 years. There's one watch that I want to get. 1 or 2 watches that I want to get. There's a Patek Philippe watch that I'm interested in, or a Rolex Day Date that I'm interested in. So both are very expensive. Which am I switching out? Probably Mall. Gems cost between 4 and 7 depending on how lucky you get the drops. I know it's a pretty big spread, but like with really good luck, I think it was like 4.5k was the lowest I've spent on building a new gem, and with really bad luck it was like 6,700 6,600. So I'm rounding, of course. So I would say between 4.5 and 6.5. That's a little bit closer spread. So 4.5 to 6.5 is a pretty good, because those were 2 like really bad outliers, where one was like really close to 7. I think it was like 6,800, and then the really easy, the low cost one was like 4,500 exactly. So let's throw out the outliers, and I'll say 4,800 to 6,500. I have like 12 gems all ready to go. Oh. Who all was in oh, okay. think they have the gem surge event coming back too. I mean, someone posted on Reddit with the new gem. Oh, you guys both said basically the same thing at the same time. That's crazy. On YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It will still probably be around 5k to get the dupes to level to 10. Yeah, it's not going to be the gem power for me. It's going to be the dupes, right? And that's why I say the spread, it's usually never about the gem power. I mean, I have a couple gems here that I can pull gem power from anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. But it's going to be the dupes that's the problem. For sure. And, you know, I haven't bought in so long. But if I was like buying these bundles that had the Tiller pearls in them, pearls, then I'd be a little bit closer because I'd have a lot more pearls to use. And then I could you know, craft a couple of them. I don't know, we'll see. They're not gonna do that because think about why would they charge $500 to transfer rank 5 to rank 5, right? Or gem power levels, you know what I mean, for like, why would they do that when they can just introduce a new gem and then everyone spends 5k, right? They make 500 or they introduce a new one, and then another thing is that you have to realize people buying crest, that also makes the market supply go up. So building a gem outside of new gem events is kind of risky. Sorry, not risky. It doesn't make financial sense because let's look at the supply right now. Right, so Roiling Consequence, there's only a few on here. And yeah, there's only a few, right? And there's not a lot of the other gems. So but with this new event, you know, there'll be more gems, more supply. And then all the other gems will get lower. Because normally during these events, you'll see the concentrated wills go to like 24k. And if concentrated wills go to 24k, that'll be great. So, because then I can buy some concentrated wills because I need those. But that's not going to be my focus. My focus is, yeah, these are super expensive right now. All right, what do we got? You know, I haven't seen today. Tell Bishop. Is Tell Bishop around? I don't know where he is. Why did everyone go down the middle? It's crazy. Nice, perfect. No, I'm 10k res. 10k res. Oh, that was not good. What's this down here? What I missed? Is he in your clan? Who? Oh, the guy that was chasing? I don't know. I don't have clan names on. Oh, tell Bishop? No, he's not. I just haven't seen him for. I mean, I haven't streamed for a while, right? So I was just like, I haven't seen him for a while. I was just wondering what he's up to. There's an invisible wall there. I think it's a low res game, so can't really use this game as a benchmark. Forty-two, 0, and 8. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to anyone's stuff anymore. I just kind of just do what just try to do what I can. I saw a D8 summon build I'm trying for both PvP. Okay, for PvE, I don't think summons is the way to go. I will fight you to the end of the days of the earth. Summons doesn't perform well in PvE. I should say it doesn't perform well in like challenge dungeons, and you just don't have enough. The just damage isn't there. There's better builds. Let's just put it that way. There are better builds. For PvP though, there could be a summons okay kind of build. I just don't like the playstyle of it in PvP, but you know, whatever. You hated Tempest, but yeah, but that match doesn't count because okay, so there's two things. There's a couple things. Number one, that match doesn't count because there wasn't like very many whales in that match or high res players in that match. But the other thing is, like, you have to daring swing often for the iframe, right? While you're, because daring swing does do a little bit of damage, so you have to like daring swing over your target. Concentrated will uptime is a lot, so it's like every 6 seconds you have the uptime from that, and then in between it's just like your spinning chakram, your daring swing, and escape. All those iframes you throw in your strafe where you can. So, and then with gloom and all that stuff, so it's just, there's a lot of APM that's involved when you play Demon Hunter, and it's very annoying that you have to do so much. For APM, if you don't know, APM is actions per minute, so you have to basically press a lot of buttons very often in the right order, and you have to think about it. Whereas like you're not just like a Crusader where you just prop 2 buttons and then everything dies, right? Like, that's just crazy. Sorry, it's 3 buttons. Well, it's 2 buttons, and then when you get in trouble, you pop Conjuration of Light, right? Like, it's 2 buttons for all your damage. CC and damage, AoE, CC and damage, right? And then when you get in trouble, you pop Conjuration of Light. And I know this because I played Crusader when I played the new map. So yeah, and I'm like, man, this is so broken. I'm gonna hope, man, hopefully I can build this gem for under 6,000. Will that gem be expensive to buy in a market like Bloodsoaked Jade? It'll be cheap because there'll be a lot of supply the first, couple of weeks. But after it, it's going to go just like roiling Bloodsoaked Jade. You're going to have super high prices. Why are whales smurfing? Because there's this... Some classes it does work. So... Okay, couple things. Before Blizzard introduced some of the matchmaking fixes, smurfing was like broken. It was super broken, and it was terrible basically, because you could smurf and it wasn't counting secondaries. So you could have 3,000 res with 9,000 secondaries and just destroy everyone. But then they caught on, and then they started factoring secondaries in, and then it was still a problem. So then they added it was just the blue gems or the red gems. Sorry, they started with the red gems, and then they added the blue gems, and then they added your yellow and orange gems, right? So your yellow sockets. So they started with the red sockets, they added the blue sockets, and then they added the yellow sockets. And then that wasn't enough. Then they started doing what was called they do it's like PvP combat power. You can't actually see it. There's only 2 places where you can see it. It's like when you sign up for Rite of Exile, you can see character power, like your PvP power, but you normally can't see that. I don't think anywhere on the sheet. I don't think you can see it. You might be able to see it in the codex. Oh, you can see it in the codex, I think, as well. There's like this combat power that comes up every now and then right here that shows you what your combat power is. But the only real way to see it now, it's like a hidden value. So the only real reason to see it, way to see it now is during like Rite of Exile. When you sign up, you can see what the combat power is for everyone. And I think there's like maybe like one other place where you can see what your combat power is. And it's not your combat rating, it's called combat power, so it's different. It basically is all your stats, your res, your secondaries, your combat rating, all that stuff taken into account, and then your character power. I think it's called character power. It is calculated. So then Blizzard started using that in their matchmaking algorithm, and there's other things that they've tweaked along the way too, right? So smurfing's still sort of an issue. It's not as if you smurf and you have like 10k potency and you're playing a control class, that you can really help your team win. But I would say it's not as bad. Smurfing is not as bad of a problem as it used to be. Let's just put it that way. That's the TLDR. I just faced that guy and he kind of crushed him a little bit. Yeah, I mean, let's just face it. I don't want to like call anybody out in specifically, but it's like it's the people who kind of class change to the flavor of the month OP class 2. All those players like are the problem, right? They will find a way to like not game the system, but make it easier for them, right? So I don't know. I usually just play like max res anyways. Like it doesn't really matter. It's like win or lose. I don't really care. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't really care whether I win or lose. It's a game, you know? It's a game. But some people take this game way too serious. And like people getting kicked and stuff for dumb reasons. Yeah, it's just crazy, man. Wow. Well, I mean, people spend that kind of money because they want to win, right? They want to bully people. But oh my. And Tempest still hurts. Yeah, Tempest is so crazy, dude. They just do so much damage. Like, look at that, dude. He just... The chunk is so crazy. Yeah, man, like... it's crazy. I think people still remove remnants, like... Yeah, they probably do. It's just... I don't know, man. People just do so much to just try to get every advantage they can instead of just playing the game, right? And there again, like, I just got chunked for so much of my life. Squall and, you know, just they do so much damage. Well, we're halfway there. They don't spend that kind of money. I know personally that account has Susan 90%. I don't know. The one thing is, I think someone said that I was like buying. I mean, I don't know. Someone said I was doing stuff, crazy stuff too, and it's just like, I'm a partner. Like, they watch my account, so like I don't know what you think I do, but yeah, like that's just insane. Look at the burst from a Tempest, man. Tempest burst is just crazy high. Come on, come on, come on. We got this. Man, if I didn't die there, I think we would have had that. Dang, man. I was so close. No, I think your account is legit. I can't do crazy stuff on this account. Just call it that way. Like I can't. Oh, you saw the pets. I mean, it's pretty shady if you see someone selling pets a lot and people are buying them for max price. You know, I'm not saying like anyone does that, but I'm just, if I was in charge of game security, I would have a detection, right? That should be an easily detectable thing. And if certain regions are buying it, or like certain, and you could tell what IP, right? Even if if it's a VPN, this is a bot match. You can tell which it's just like, oh, someone's playing from a VPN. It's like, that's got to be a bot account. Like, normal people don't play from VPNs. They play from like well-known APNs or residential IPs. So yeah, like, it's so easy to see whether someone's not, or is breaking the rules. That's like piloting is the same thing. It's like, it's super easy to see whether or not someone's like using your account. So yeah, like it's so, yeah, monitoring the pets is easy. So yeah. All right, we're gonna go for probably about another hour and 15 minutes, but I'm trying to think for next week. I'll probably end up doing, if I end up deciding that I'm gonna build the gem, which I probably will. I think Sunday stream is gonna be kind of mostly just building the gem, probably just building the gem, but just because like I just don't play enough during the week. That's my problem. And so like I have to build the gem on stream. They also know if you're selling accounts, which is also like something that's easily detectable. You know how? Because the detection is really easy. As if account ABC was playing from this device ID. Device IDs are unique identifiers, by the way. And then all of a sudden, that some other account is now playing on that device ID, and it's a much stronger account. That is like a red flag galore. So, yeah. I mean, even IP address. IP address is, you know, the same IP address is now playing on a different account. It's just like, oh. Not easily spoofable. You know how spoofing works? I don't want to assume that you know exactly how it works. But do you know how spoofing works? Right, and it's hard to spoof hardware ID because most of the time the ID that you spoof is like a well-known sequence. It's a well-known sequence, and it's like this ID doesn't make any sense. So again, it's like it's an easily detectable thing. So for example, by default, you could basically you could spin up like an Apple VM, right? And then you could change your hardware ID on the VM. And then you can basically make it say, and I can make it say anything that I want. I can make it say, I mean, not anything that I want, but basically there's a well-known like Mac Pro. I can make it say that it's a Mac Pro. But then here's what's the problem with that is the serial number is never going to be real. And like you'd have to find a serial number that actually is real. Because then that's the second part. That's the challenge that you're gonna run into. And then also the like Mac Pro isn't supported, so like how's this game playing, blah blah blah, or how they're playing this game, blah blah blah. So yeah, I don't know. If they know all of this, I don't know. I don't work on the games. I don't do game security. I don't. So like I don't know. I've never worked game security, so I don't know what the reason is. But I would have to imagine like they have their reasons, or maybe it doesn't make sense. Maybe they should do it. Maybe they're worried about getting sued. Like I don't know what the reason is. I just got killed by a bot. It's not that much of a pain. It's just to spoof your hardware ID or your device ID. It's just you have to make it look good, like legit. But changing like just one thing isn't going to. It'll still set off red flags, right? It's the same thing as like change your user agent strings in your browser, right? It's like, okay, you change that, but everything else doesn't make sense. Like, because let's say Safari doesn't do this. If it's or just say that you change your user agent strings like Postman, and Postman, it's like Postman doesn't do that normally, so it just looks weird. You know, it's suspicious, and then that will set off red flags too. So you have to make sure everything looks good, which you can do. It takes time. But your average person that's buying this account is not going to do it. And it becomes even more complicated when you try to play it in like BlueStacks, right? Because then you have to make sure that your BlueStacks is exactly mimics an Android device or something like that, right? And that's very difficult to make that look legit too. And then the easiest thing that I can suggest is you just buy a new device, like you buy a cheap Android phone, and then you do that, right? That's what you should do. And in some actual farms that run piloting services, that's what they do. They have physical hardware devices that they do. So yeah, because spoofing is very difficult. So you're better off just buying like a $100 Android device to do it. Yeah, they do know. From IRL friend, that might be okay, but I would never, like, maybe if it was like a $10,000, like you spent $10,000 and the account's worth like $250,000, right? And you spent the 10K, maybe you would take the risk, or I would take the risk on buying it. The thing is, someone leaked a long time ago, maybe it was like DM, maybe it was Echo, I can't remember, but they showed like how what a contract looks like when you sell an account, because they basically put in there you can't recover the account, right? You can't screw over the original person. However, I don't know how enforceable that would be. Like, what court would ever enforce that if you sold something and then you recovered the account, right? So you could say, I don't know. I mean, and then Blizzard would step in and be like, you can't sell it anyways. I don't know. It must be worked because, you know, the people who have all this money are getting these things drafted. You know, they're gonna protect themselves. So yeah, I mean, these agencies or whatever, these services that are drafting these things, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, so I have no idea how that would work. But it's just like, how can you enforce that? Like, I don't see how that would be enforceable. So, I don't know. But what if your friend ever wanted to like recover the account? You know what I mean? Okay. Friendships have fallen apart before, you know? You know what I mean? What up? How's it going? Oh, yep. Oh, I could do that too. Disable 5 gigahertz. I could turn off 5 gigahertz temporarily and see if that will allow me to set up the device. Who's this right here? What? What is that bug? That was crazy bug. Yeah, it's cheat death rolling. Oh, it's a bot. Okay. Do the bots talk? Yeah, I didn't think that was a bot either. I thought it looked like a player. It just looked like there was a bug there. Whoa, Rain of Vengeance DH. I'm an AI bot. Could be a desync. Maybe it's a desync. That's because they just copied character profiles. You know that, right? Oh. GG. I don't have a warband. Does that mean I'm a bot? Yes. I'm a bot, see? Means you're a beast. I don't know about that. Don't know about that. Someone arrests me GG, so I should say GG's back. Pretty nice. AI streamer, yeah. I mean, could be. Could be. Is oh wait. We'll see. I'll wait before I say anything. If this works. You don't need warband buffs, you know? You don't need any of that stuff. My opinion on the battleground? Still has class balance issues, right? Like that's gonna be the thing. It is like still it's gonna be the issue is class balance. I wonder if something's blocking this. Hold on a second. Check to see if there's some weird like thing that's going on. Doesn't look like it's getting blocked, so it's not a DNS block. Be a WPA3 issue though too. All right, let's try something here. I wonder if it's this is having issues because it's set to WPA3. I'm gonna set it back to WPA2 and see if that fixes it. See if you can reconnect. Within client meetings, I missed most of your live, even though I was here the whole time. What time you playing? I'm gonna be playing for probably about another 45 minutes. And so I don't know how much you heard of the stream, Dennis, but we are probably gonna build a new gem. I say man, that Tempest hurts. And yeah, so we'll see next week how it goes. I don't really want to build a gem, but I feel like I have to. Dude, Tempest is so broken, man. My watches and jewelry can wait. But what if they like we have a date just or a date right now. We have one. You know? I want that so I don't miss COL and BGs anymore. How do you miss COL? Do you think that's what's happening, Kirks? Because I think Tempest still does hella damage, man. No, I didn't make flamethrower thing. Oh, I don't want to read anything about Tempest. They're just broken. You know, they're just broken. Are these bots here? Like, they're all the bot game. Died a bot here. Only flamethrower did a lot of damage, you know? That might be the buff that we want as DHs. Could be the buff. Off DH. Wow. Probably not gonna happen. When was DH good? Like a year ago? 2 years ago? We were definitely good for a while there when knockback shot was a thing. You guys remember that? And then that got nerfed real fast. I mean, you're preaching to a brick wall here. Everyone knows this. Everyone's complained about this so many times. Everyone knows that it is, except for Blizzard. Blizzard's the only one that seems to think Demon Hunter is still broken and needs to be nerfed all the time. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, for a little bit, strafe summons were okay, but I still feel like in whale games, people aren't just gonna stand in summons and let like die. So I don't know. Oh boy. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Who took my health pot? Was that me? I took my own health pot. I'll think about the gem this week and whether or not I want to build it, but I'll probably end up building it. I'll just get ready to move some savings around and... But even that bot Tempest just destroyed my HP. Oh my, I couldn't get through his shield. It's crazy, dude. I mean, I've asked about that before and didn't get anything back, so I don't know. People think that like we keep I even feel it, and I've raised that I think that the strafe duration keeps getting nerfed. Because I don't know, I run out of energy so fast. It made all overworld monsters tougher not too long ago. Some people thought they got nerfed. Nah, it's damage and like strafe duration, you can tell. I have the same reforges. Yeah, but Tempest has equally good range. And yeah, that's the problem. Or that's a problem rather. Tempest is the new demon hunter, you know? We just... Yeah, Tempest is the new demon hunter. Damage reduction. I do have a couple pets with damage reduction on. I have let's see. I'll really only have one or two with presence, right? And one with steadfast. Am I getting a new 5-star? Probably. Probably. As much as it pains me to say that, probably. Okay, now why didn't this AP rejoin the network? I just rebooted the controller and what? What's going on? What is happening to my freaking APs? I don't know. I rebooted. I rebooted one of my APs, and both of them decided to restart. I don't know. I don't know why. Crazy. Like what? Why isn't this other? How do you level up the familiar traits? I had the same exact traits and it didn't level up. It has to be a different pet. You can't have the same pet. So each pet, like, it can't be the same one. It needs to be a different species of pet. So then that's how you get the stack, right? So granted by Bramble Stalker, Quake Strider, Mirjam, Stormlost, right? Like they have to be different pets. Okay, both my APs are back up. Why is that one still flashing though? That's also true. That's certain pets like crit pets, for example. Yeah, I would not spend a whole lot on pets. It's like true. I wouldn't put a whole lot into pets. Jeez, man. Like I'm just getting, it's like I'm like a freaking pinball ball being bounced around. I don't know. It's gonna be close. Wow. Dang, I don't know if we should have lost that one. Oh, so close. What up, Blake? How's it going? tough. That's tough. Yeah, GG. Just logged out. I'll wait for all the Smurfs to hit legend, then take. I mean, like, this is what I do. I log in. I do like my three each day, and then that's about it. And then when I stream, that's when I, you know, do some more BGs. Someone in my match is happy that you're not in this match. What? What? Why? That's crazy. All right, last one, and then I'm headed out for the night. Gonna be a busy week, and I gotta decide whether or not I'm gonna go for the new gem or not. I'm gonna eat after this too. I'm hungry. All right, this is gonna be a tough one. We'll see if we can get this. Wow, okay. Look at that. Just that one little hit from that Tempest took me down that far. That's crazy. You're here for your weekly. It still is terrible. Oh, I just got deleted by a wizard. Tempest just does so much damage. They move so fast. They have so much mobility. I keep complaining about Tempest. Doesn't ever seem to fix anything. Yep. Well, they're halfway there. Maybe we can. This is still recoverable. Maybe. Everybody's Tempest though, and that was one of the things I was like expressing concerns with. Is like they always go for like the flavor of the month bosses. Like people generally go for flavor of the month bosses, and when everyone goes back Tempest, I'm like, clearly that's a problem. But you know, we know that Blizzard's slow to make changes unless something like is uber broken, and then they'll hot fix it. But most of the time, it takes months. Look at me, I'm saver. Exactly. I was saying earlier during I was playing the new map, and I was playing a Crusader, and then I didn't realize how broken Crusader was until after I played it. And I'm like, man, this really is broken. It's like all you have to do is press 2 buttons. And then when you get in trouble, you just press the 3rd button. So yeah, I didn't realize how, not how broken, but how good they are. Look at that, man. That bitch just does so much damage. That's crazy to me. A minute to go. Twenty seconds. All right, we did it. Nice. That was a good last game. We won. I did nothing. Okay. That's a good game to end it on. Good game to end it on. So let's see. I gotta think whether I'm gonna build the gem. I probably will build the gem. So Sunday when I stream, it'll probably be mostly building that gem, because I don't think I'll have time. It takes basically 2 days running rifts all day to get enough copies to build a gem. So I think over the next week I'll build a gem. So it'll take probably 2 Sunday streams to build that gem. So and I'll try to play earlier in the day on Sunday to start building the gem. That way I can at least like do some battlegrounds with the gem. But will you still go live? Probably. I want to like build the gem. I mean, I don't know. What do you guys do? I think me just running rifts is kind of boring. But if you want to see me just run rifts, and I mean we could do that if you want. But I think it'll be probably 2 weeks for me to build that gem. It'll take 2 Sundays to get that gem built, because I don't play during the week at all. Like, I mean, I do like my raids on Monday and Thursday, and that's it. And then you know, just like do assembly while in between meetings and stuff like that. But I don't really play at all during the week, so it's just pretty much Sunday that I have to play the game. So yeah, I'll probably start playing earlier on Sunday, but I might not stream it necessarily. I don't know. We'll see what my mood is. But we'll figure out whether I want to stream doing rifts or not. I think rifts are boring, but I mean, maybe we could stream it and just talk about the gem. Maybe, well, I'll do some riffs on the stream. But I definitely, most people want to see battlegrounds anyway, so that's probably what I'll end up doing. So anyways, I'll be live on Sunday, and if I don't go live, you know, I always post in Discord when I don't go live, so make sure you join Discord. Join the Discord, because that's really the best way to keep up with me outside of, you know, the stream and the chat. So are you happy with the upcoming map? The problem is the balance. It's just class balance is still the issue, right? Certain builds do more, like Tempest just do more than DH, so it's hard for DH. It's you still have the class balance issues. So I don't know. Let's just wait to see how the game plays. It's still too early to figure out what's going to happen, but you know, let's just wait and see what happens, right? So anyways, thanks everyone for watching again. Good to see everyone coming in. I'm glad to see everyone sticking around, even though I don't go live very often. But I should be live next week, because I definitely kind of want to run some riffs, test out the gem, figure out whether it's worthwhile. I'm pretty sure it's going to be S+, so it's definitely one of those gems I think they're gonna have to buy. So yeah, should go live Sunday. If not, I'll post it. I'm not gonna go live, but I should go live, so make sure you join the Discord, and I'll see everyone next week. So thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye everyone. Goodbye.